a bit. I'm joking, obviously. Jerome said, I was in Swiss for work. Sunday was the travel day. Was still in the car by the time of the stream. Awesome. Sufran said, hello, sir, man. Hello, friend. Hello, Fran. And to everyone else, guys, where are you watching us from or listening us? Come on. Let me read some countries. That will be interesting. I love when I read the countries here. I think you already noticed that, right? From Turkey, nice, nice, fantastic. So first country came from Sufran. Zoom user said from UK, MRA from Latvia. What's going on with Latvia? Many people from Latvia joining us. That's exciting. I go to Latvia. I visited Latvia maybe 6 or 7 times so far. So I love it, especially in August to escape from Cyprus. We are burning hot here. iPhone 8 from German. Also, Mike from Germany. The Zoom user. Sorry, I don't know your name. It's just appear as Zoom user. I'm Latvian from UK. Okay, Sally. Nice. I think you just need to rename it. Seba from Poland. Fantastic, fantastic. Wales. From Malta. Zoom user, it says here. I can't read the name. And many others. I'm sure for that. So guys, let's start. This is an exciting webinar actually, because the markets, they retrace to some levels that we're going to see what we can trade next week. So weekly market watch, key insight and predictions here at Elevating Forex, just to ensure that everyone understands this is for educational purposes and it's not considered and cannot be considered as an investment advice or any personal recommendation. Now, for those who join us for first time and have no idea who am I, it's just a Greek guy in front of you with that weird name and surname. And if you read the whole name, it's Theodoros, and the surname Theodor. My goodness. Okay, so now, what brings me into this webinar? Pretty much, it's my experience and my expertise in markets. As a trader and also as a certified financial technical analyst, I hold a few certifications by the group of technical analysts in the world. I have more than 10 years experience in trading. I specialized in currency trading, and that's pretty much the derivatives I like to work with. On a daily basis, besides trading, I also occupied my day with the market analysis that I send to hedge funds, trading firms. I also create and present educational courses, currently for some prop firms, to be honest. I publish articles in financial magazines, and I hosted events with well-known names like Steve Ninson, John Bollinger, if you ever use Bollinger Bands, and many other more. So let's start with the euro US dollar. Now, that's the weekly chart. For those who are new here, the green candles represent the bullish market, and the black candles, they represent the bearish move. Now, the euro US dollar pretty much is sitting at this resistance. Now, because there are different ways to trade the markets, okay, but understand something. I'm here live doing market analysis, and I want to find something that it's gonna be relevant for the whole week for you to have something to trade. And at the same time, it must be something simple, and it must be something applicable by everyone. Okay, now, beside the signals you receive from our traders on the Telegram channel, on the premium and on the free channel, and you can also develop some very simple skills to take also trade yourselves if you want. Okay, so and my goal on this webinar is really to equip you with these skills and the knowledge to take those decisions. Okay, so the easiest way to trade, but the most effective way to trade is to use candlesticks and support and resistance. All right, so in this particular one here, we do have a resistance and we have a hanging man. That's how we call this one, at this resistance. So it considers as a reversal price action pattern. Now, how can we trade it? Of course, we're not going to trade it on the weekly chart, but if we go down to the 4-hour or 1-hour time frame, and for the purpose of this webinar, I use the 4-hour chart. Why? Because it's easier to cover a little bit more landscape for the week. Because if I just go to hourly chart, every day there are 24 candles to be formed. So maybe you don't have the time to watch the sessions. You need a little bit more specialized knowledge to go down and trade the hourly, the 30-minute chart. Okay, so it's much easier if you are, especially if you're a beginner, to use the 4-hour time frame. Now, if you have the privilege of time and you want to go to the 15-minute time frame, if you are a bit experienced, then you can do that. But there are a lot of opportunities on this 4-hour time frame, and you can get a lot of trades from here, trust me. So with the euro US dollar, what we want to see, and something to pay attention to, the market, it's still on a higher highs and higher lows, guys. This one here is the high and this one is the low. Now, that hanging man price action on the weekly chart formed within the boundaries of this high at 0.1 and this low at 0.2. If you start looking this as a downtrend on this time frame, it's a little bit of mistake. Why? Because the swing analysis shows that this swing, which is irrelevant, the 1 and the 2, they haven't been penetrated yet. Okay, now only if the price breaks below this low here, then we're going to consider this as a downtrend and we're going to start looking for short positions. How are we going to enter? What we need to do? We just need to wait for greens to go short. That's how we want to trade the downtrend. The downtrend is traded when we wait for green candles to go short. And why is that? Because we want to enter at the retracement of the price. So if the price moves downwards and breaks below this low here, then it's going to start moving upwards. We're going to see green candles, and at some point, some bearish engulfing candles will appear, and we're going to take short positions. Okay. So let's continue. Some people already asked for some currency pairs, and please add your currency pairs you want to see next week. Now, guys, with the majors, the markets, they are not that hot next week because the markets are already on the move. We don't have any reversal price action to start looking for the high probability trades, like the sterling is the Great British Pound against the US dollar. The currency pair is in an uptrend. Now we expected that this is going to continue all the way to this resistance here, but because again we don't trade this time frame, we want to go down to the 4-hour chart, and on the 4-hour chart the market currently is at this consolidation. So we either need to wait for the market to break to the upside and wait for the retracement, the black candles, to go long. The opportunity was here, and it was at 8 a.m. on Friday after this candle completed. So next, the entry was here with a stop loss underneath the low here and a take profit around these high levels. Okay, this is how we trade high probability trades with the trend. Guys, questions, please ask me whatever you want. USD Japanese yen. Now, here is the thing with the Japanese yen this week, because there are crucial macroeconomics or fundamentals that indicates that the Japanese yen will gain strength. What does it mean? It means that if the Japanese yen will rise, guess what? The USD JPY and the pound JPY and the euro JPY, they will experience a downfall. Okay, now why I will be very happy to look for short positions here. It's because on the weekly chart, this bearish engulfing haven't been taken from the price either upwards or downwards. The price didn't move outside of this bearish engulfing, which means that the buyers are weak. And we are in an uptrend with no retracement so far. So what I would like to see is some kind of lower highs and lower lows on the 4-hour. Here it's actually the relevant low. So if the price on the 4-hour gonna break underneath this one here, 156, definitely I will be very interested to look for the retracement and go short on this one. Okay, add this on your watch list, please. Okay, so let's continue. Australian dollar, US dollar. Let's start with a weekly chart. Aussie was a bit weak last week. Week and last week sound the same, right? Jerome asks, when would you enter short on the USD JPY? Once the price makes lower highs and lower lows on the 4-hour. That's when I will enter short. Now, the reversal, okay, the reversal hasn't confirmed yet on the weekly chart, but because there is extreme volatility on that currency pair, on the 4-hour chart, if the price makes lower highs and lower lows, I'll start looking for entries. Now, with this one here, the price actually was consolidating for a while, some months, and it broke above this high here. So maybe this is going to be the beginning of an uptrend. This low here and this high here, they are the relevant ones. After this, the price start make this formation, but this high and this low are still intact. So whatever you see here, it's a kind of internal market structure. It's not a major market structure for this currency pair. And that's when the trader get confused, because they think, okay, is it a double top and now the market shifted? So am I looking for shorts here? Am I looking for shorts there? The answer is the market hasn't shifted yet because of this structure that was the relevant structure, the high at the high here at number 1 and the low at number 2. We wanted to go long at this point here, but the market didn't really work that well. So I'm on the sidelines with this one. Pound Japanese yen, it's almost at this strong resistance. Look at this, guys. Price, it's almost at this resistance. Up, come on. If next week the price will find some rejections here, and because we will monitor the 4-hour time frame, based on the information we have now, here are the swings, this low here and this high here. So if this high here and this low there penetrated at any point, we have two options. The first option, if the high will penetrate it, we want to see the price to move above the 200. Please remember this number. It's a significant number for this currency pair. And if the price penetrates, closes above it, and move away from that, it's going to be used as support if the price retraces back to that. Okay, but what I expected really is the price to not to break the high, but to break the low here, and then to look for short positions after the retracement occurred. Guys, remember, every time the price goes up, it's going to come down. And every time the price goes down, it's going to come up. Now, how do you enter every single trade? You enter only if you're going to go short, you want to see greens to go short. You want to see green candles. If you want to go long, you want to see black candles. And then you want to see the reversal and you go long. But when the price is moving upwards and you want to go long, and because you are afraid of missing on a trade, you execute and you enter into the trade, you just harm your account, because the stop loss placement, it's going to be most of the times at the wrong place, and the market won't make you too much of favor, I can say. Okay, next one, Euro Japanese yen. Euro Japanese yen weekly chart, very similar picture with the pound yen and the USD yen. Price makes higher highs and higher lows. Guys, just pay attention to this. The market always tells you what is going on. Now, the bullish candle 3 weeks ago had this long body that was 300 pips. 2 weeks ago, it kept moving upward with 150 pips, the body. Last week, 110 pips. So what does it mean? It means that the buying orders, they become less and less and less in this market. And most likely, around this area, we're going to see some kind of reaction. Now, in an uptrend, usually the reaction is to see the price to decline. Do you agree on that? It's just common of sense. It's not a rocket science. It's simple common of sense. We are approaching resistance with the buying orders getting less and less and less. And we want to see, we want to find evidence that this market, it's going to retrace and we want to go short. Now, if this is going to happen, we're going to execute. If this won't happen, it's fine, okay? Are you with me on that? So, let's read some comments. Jerome said, that looks like it's going to be 2 or 3 weeks before reversal. Yeah, but maybe next week we're going to see the market to shake a little bit and then to fall down, and it's going to show the reversal. Okay. Jerome, but if USD JPY and pound JPY are waiting a strong JPY, then both will short anyway. Yeah, that's correct. Someone asked, what do you think about gold? I personally think it's a good also investment to buy it. But on the charts, definitely, I will do the analysis on the gold. Seb asked for the gold, of course. Asim said, hello, Euro Swiss analysis, please. Thank you, definitely. Jerome said, I did code the 67,55268 889 Bitcoin last week. Fantastic. You must be very happy with that trade. So it was a worth trade, that one. Guys, by the way, just before we continue, I would like to tell you that all the hot opportunities, I give them towards the end of the webinar, okay? All the currency pairs that I find out that they have the highest probability to move, it's not necessarily the majors every week, but I pretty much give them towards the very end of the webinar, okay? So I would like to let you know about that, because I want you to, don't get me wrong, it's not like, I mean, if you have something to do and you have a job to do, absolutely, you can do whatever you want. Of course, you're not obligated to stay here, but I think it gives yourself more time to also understand how to trade, when it's not only enough to just know when the opportunity is there. You also need to gain some understanding of how to trade it. Do you agree with me, guys? Yep. Is that okay? Is that cool? Is that cool with everyone? Yep. Now, until you put something on the chat, just allow me for a second to tell you that I start another session of another package of these 8 sessions that I give only to our members here at Elevating Forex. Okay, it includes one-on-one weekly sessions with me. It's a mentorship. If you are an experienced or a beginner trader, or if you are someone that has no idea, but you want to learn something beside the signals from our channels, then this is your time. That's the right time, because normally the package, it costs $800 US. Okay, but for the people here, I have it for only $499. Okay, it's just a symbolic amount that includes of 8 hours with me. Sometimes we can stretch it a little bit more, and for those they already took the package, they know that really well, that I'm not just count the minutes. I mean, I want you to learn something and to have value out of that. So in order to join, you can just simply send me a message through the support here at Elevating Forex, or you can also find me on Telegram. It's Theo Theodorou. It's exactly the same process. Okay, so back to the chart, and let's continue with the USD Swissie. Last week, this one was the perfect, to be honest, opportunity. And also, I would like to make it something extremely, extremely clear to everyone, guys, here. Okay, the purpose for me being here on the webinar, it's not to promote any of my coaching sessions. Thanks God, touch wood, I'm fully well equipped with my in general, what I do about my trading, the analysis I provide to hedge funds and everything, the mentorship programs I have on my website and all this stuff. But here with you guys, there are some people that might be interested, and it's my obligation to let you know that we can offer you also this mentorship. Okay, that's purely as it is. Okay, no more and no less than that. So with the USD Swissie, last week, the market, we said it's in this uptrend, and we made it clear that this bearish engulfing candle didn't follow through when we saw this inverse hammer after the bearish engulfing. After a bearish engulfing, we want to see the market to really decline. Why? Imagine that a bearish engulfing, it shows, let's take a car, okay, because it's so powerful to know, to understand what the price action means on the chart, and especially on the weekly time frame. Imagine that a car that goes with 60 kilometers an hour, okay, and suddenly there is a force that grabs the car, an obstacle, let's say a resistance, and the car after interact with this resistance, there is so much force in the opposite direction and grab this car, and the car starts moving with 100 kilometers an hour. The 60 kilometers, this small candle here, became 100 kilometers with this bearish engulfing. Okay, what does it mean? It means that this obstacle that it's on the go with 100 kilometers, after some time, what do you expect to see? You expect to see either acceleration or at least to keep moving with this speed. If you see that suddenly another obstacle here, just this one here, stopped the car from moving further, it means that maybe it ran out of power, it ran out of fuel, it ran out of steam. That's what we say about the price. And maybe another force will grab the car and start moving it into the opposite direction again. Okay, that's what we want to see after a bearish engulfing candle, guys. We want to see continuation. And in this example here, we didn't see continuation. We saw the price just to stop. And then we saw reversal price action. So that was a confirmation. We go down to the 4-hour chart, to the hourly time frame. So this price action here was the tradable. I think that was on Tuesday. I'm not remember. Yeah, that was on Tuesday at 12 o'clock. This price action here, simple. And then the price shoot to the upside. If you have entered there, stop loss there, about 10 pips, you make 20 pips with simple things. Okay, it doesn't need to be complicated. And traders, they have that tendency to want to make the markets complicated. Guys, markets are complicated enough in their nature. We don't need to add more into that complex environment. We want to have a solid structure. That's what I teach you here, that you're going to use it and trade anytime you need to trade. Okay, simple as that. Now, if you want to go down to the 1-minute chart and 5-minute chart, join me on live webinars and I can show you how I execute on 1-minute chart and 5-minute chart, 10, 20 trades a day. That's not a problem. The problem is to have quality, not quantity. Okay, so for someone that wants to find consistency and wants to feel experience with trading, first, I highly recommend you to start the way I started, to have this higher time frame and a particularly lower time frame like the 4-hour chart, and to take action upon the execution. Okay, so but for this week now, maybe this market is it doesn't have for retail traders like us anymore to say, because we approach this area of resistance. So what's going to happen here, I don't know. I only was sure that after this reversal that, yeah, it was a room of opportunity from here to there. One trade, it was enough. Okay, next one, a great, in my opinion, opportunity for next week, it's the Euro Great British Pound. Why? Because that's the weekly chart and the price is at this support. You see support, 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 support. Now the price is at this support. On the daily chart though, the market created this rejection here, but the rejection didn't follow through. You see, the bullish candle didn't continue. Down on the 4-hour time frame, it becomes a bit difficult. Why I say a bit difficult? Because we wanted to see the market to move away from support. But the market, it put it this bullish engulfing, but it didn't drastically move away towards the upside. Now, therefore, we're going to change our plan and we're going to wait for maybe a double bottom. A double bottom is a reversal price action pattern. We find it a lot on in trading currencies and instrument, because the price have that tendency to come and test the same level before it said to go higher. How are we going to trade? Only if and if only, okay, only if the price reached this level, stopped and reverse, then and only then we're going to look to go long. Don't try to catch the falling knife here and place limit orders or get in the emotion of euphoria or in the state of I know everything and I'm sure of what's going to happen. Okay, it just needs only one time to get it wrong to mess up with your trading mindset. Trust me on that. So we wait. If price action occurs here, reversal price action, and we can take the short to the upside. Until that happens, we don't go further. Now, if the price breaks through the support, it means the support failed, the pattern, the idea, the plan failed, and we are not looking for long positions anymore. Maybe we're going to look for shorts, but for sure we are not going to look for longs because the plan was to trade this double bottom. And a question came from Peter. Awesome webinar, already learned many things. Perfect. How you know it will go up? It could have gone also down, or how you find this level? Sorry, Peter, I'm lost. Are you talking about the Euro, Great British Pound, or the previous one, the USD CHF? There are no guys. I admire you for I admire every question you type here. Okay, there is no right and wrong. There is no simple and complicated question. Okay, anything you want, you can type. Peter asked, to be clear, I'm interested just to know what level I need to be on before the education. Any level, if you want to learn how to trade, absolutely, you can just, Peter, kindly please send me a message either on my Telegram or here at support, and the guys will send it over. So, and Gilles will send it over to me, will forward it, and I can explain you. Okay, it's easier to do it that way. Peter, for those you recommend packages, how experienced, not experienced a person should be? I take people that they don't know what is trading view, and I teach them how to trade. That's not a problem. Okay. You are very welcome, Peter. Thank you so much. We continue with the Euro Swissy. Last week, finally 2 weeks ago, actually, the price broke above these levels. It created higher high. The weekly, it's in an uptrend. So on the lower time frames, we have to just lay down the plan to primarily look for long positions. Price makes higher highs, higher lows, unless the trend line or the moving averages, they fall and the price breaks underneath these trend lines, we are still looking for long positions. Okay, and the strategy is simple, guys. Just look only for the price on the 4 hour to make higher highs and higher lows. That's the first. Guys, write down the plan, how to execute the trade. Please write this down. First, you want to trade only trends, not because trend is your friend. It's because if we sit for 2 hours, I can give you 200 reasons why the trend has higher probability of success ratio rather than any other trading method. Okay, if I will show you all my trades, they are all trades with the trends, and they are all based on 2 price action. After the price make this higher high, I'm waiting for the price to come back to an area of support. That's the second thing. So the first is the trend. The second, we want to mark the support. The third thing, if you are using Fibonacci, and if you know how to use Fibonacci, I want this support to match with the Fibonacci level. If you don't know how to use Fibonacci, forget it. That's totally fine. As long as you stick with the support and wait for the price action to touch the support. Wait for the price action to touch the support. Like, for example, was this one here. For this example, argument's sake, bullish engulfing here, or this hammer with a bullish candle with a long lower wick. These are the only two price actions I trade primarily. I mean, 99 out of the 100 trades I take, it's based on these two price actions. Exactly the opposite for the downtrend. Simple stuff, guys. There is no mystic or something. You just need to be a little bit patient, okay? Patient pays in trading. So maybe a question which day, so maybe a question I should not ask. That's okay, I will read it aloud. I mean, there is no, is everyone follow this which they don't, they know one win? Or actually, that's a very good question. I mean, Peter, and I honestly admire everyone that also have, of course, you guys, you have your concerns about if this method works, if it doesn't work. The only way to find out is purely to take action. That's the only way. I mean, I show you what's going on here, not because I'm someone special, just because I have this experience, the knowledge, and I keep doing it. So if you put the time and allow yourself to go through the process, you're going to definitely find out how it's going to work for you. Maybe you need to readjust something. Maybe the 4-hour time frame is too fast or too slow for you. You don't know that. I have Marcus that he's taking coaching with me, and Marcus, I'm sure he's fine to mention his name aloud. He can trade only the 1 minute chart, only, not even the 3 minutes, not even the 5 minutes. That's what works for him. So we make a plan that suits him. I have other traders, they trade only on 15-minute chart. They cannot look anything else. That's fine. We work on that. You want to find what works for you, but you have to start from somewhere. By just sitting there and question the stuff, it's gonna make your trading journey a little bit more, I'm not gonna say difficult, I'm gonna say a little bit more hard. So instead of thinking and overthinking, just take the action. You can take, for example, a demo account and try this strategy and apply the technique and see how it works for you. See how well you respond while you are in a winning trade. That is a trade that you took. Okay, there are many things about that, guys. Honestly, many things about that. And I will try, and I'm trying every Sunday to give you as much as possible on this stuff. Okay, let's go with next one is the gold. On the weekly chart, gold created this equal top. Look at this, guys, equal top with bearish engulfing, very, very nice price action setup. So on the 4-hour time frame, there is something in the markets. The price, after reaching this area here last Friday, it didn't manage to move to the upside. Now, if you pay attention to the price action, a combination of a bullish engulfing and hammer at the 200 period moving average act as a dynamic support. The price didn't follow through. That shows weakness. If someone is stretching on the one direction and there are, let's say, 10 people pulling the rope on the one direction over 5 people, and after some time they cannot pull over, and then those 5 people start becoming 6 and 7 and 10, and it looks like they pull on the opposite side, maybe they're going to continue the pull to the downside. But because, again, I'm not going to be here to make this webinar on Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, or Thursday, or Friday, and the markets are dynamic and the markets will move, pay attention to this area here. That's what I call fair value price. This box here, sorry, I'm talking about another stuff. This order block here, that's a bearish engulfing order block. Now, if the price will move upwards, we expect it here to reverse. That's what we expected. It doesn't mean that it's going to act this way. So if I don't see any reversal price action here, it means that the price wants to move to a higher level. All these lows here, the penetrated lows, they will act as resistance. It was a support. It's going to act as resistance. Based on the candle analysis price action, this calls a bearish Marubozu. The middle of the bearish Marubozu has the most significant amount of volume. Also, based on the Fibonacci and swing trading analysis, this level here matches the 61, matches with this swing low point. So, in a nutshell, this area here, it's going to be the significant if the market doesn't stop at this point and reverse. Then we're going to move at this area. I'm not going to start looking to short from here. I will be waiting for the price to come around this 2400. Okay, so this is the plan for the gold next week, everyone. Okay, guys, the hot opportunities. Let's see what's on the scope. Euro Kiwi, excuse me. Euro Kiwi here. Reversal price action on the weekly chart. It means that this move to the downside, it came to an exhaustion. So maybe the sellers, the selling orders, they are not that significant anymore. So a doji candle here might represent some willingness from the buy orders to take over, even temporarily. We don't care. So on the 4-hour chart, this looks like a double bottom or a kind of a triple bottom. Whatever it looks like, I like the divergences on the MACD, positive divergences, and it's something I will teach you if you don't know about that. So if the price will move upward and penetrate this high here, mark it, this area around 1.78, then I will be waiting patiently for the price to move around this area here or this high here to retest it, and then to find either bullish engulfing or the hammer to go long. That's the plan. My plan is not to short it next week. My plan is to wait even for a false breakout and then for a move to the upside. If this is going to happen, I'm happy to sit patiently and wait for the price to make the higher high and then enter long. Next one, Euro Australian dollar weekly chart. The moving averages on the weekly chart, they turned, okay, which it's a bearish sign. The market didn't close above the moving averages, which is a bearish sign. On the 4-hour time frame, though, there are two ways. Guys, here it's a way to trade. I often noticed, and I find it out from traders that I coach, that they have the tendency, once they see a strong reversal at resistance, but against the trend, okay, the trend is up, market makes higher highs and higher lows. So this is an uptrend. A reversal price action here has a high probability to press the price lower and resume the downtrend of the higher time frame, for example, the weekly chart. But because we don't know if this is going to happen, we can trade smart. How can we trade? If we believe that here it's a reversal and we don't want to miss the train, you can enter with a small size in this trade. Do you understand? If you usually trade 2% of your account, you can trade 1% here. And if you see the price makes a lower low, that's a confirmation that this uptrend now is it ended. Then after the price makes a lower low, you wait for green candles and you find the same bearish engulfing reversal and you go short. You can add another position. So You don't, because this, do you understand me? Because this one here maybe fail, maybe it's going to fail, maybe the price will continue to the upside. Why to risk all your size in a low probability trade? That's a low probability trade now, because the market is still in an uptrend. Okay, guys? And I often see traders, they get confused. Is the uptrend on the time frame we're going to trade, or but the higher time frame it's in a downtrend, and all this stuff, it's what I go step by step and I make them clear and on the coaching sessions, and then you are able to take trades. Yusef said, hi, thank you for your help. Just simple question with a small account, which pair you start with? Primarily, you're going to start with the major pairs are fine, and also this euro, all the pairs you're going to trade, if you stick to the majors and the ones we do analysis here, you are fine. You don't need to go with the euro Mexican peso and the US dollar Corona and all this stuff. Okay. Peter said, thanks. Peter, come on. It's all good. All good, Peter. Jerome said, 1 minute gang. Peter said, I have been trading on the 1 minute chart, only still lots a lot. Guys, to trade on 1 minute chart or 5 minute chart, you totally need different trading skills, and you need what nobody tells you to do, active trade management. When you trade on the one, if you show me your trades on the 1 minute chart and I don't see more losses, but very small losses, because you always move the stop loss to protect the trade, on the 1 minute chart, you need to have very, very small losses and very often break evens. The big runs, they're going to be very rare on the 1 minute chart. If you learn how to trade them, then it becomes a powerful trading, the 1 minute and 5 minute chart. But you cannot trade the 1 minute and 5 minute chart the way we trade the 4 hour chart. That's going to lead you to a trading disaster. Okay. And again, did I expect you to know this stuff? No, I wasn't expecting, because you know where you're going to find this information. You need to find a trader that went through the hell like I've been in trading, in order to come up and understand everything, how to trade the 1 minute and how to trade the 5 minute. You're not going to find them on the book. Okay, you find them only on experience. You are very welcome, Peter. Jerome, do we do kangaroos and kiwis? Of course we do kangaroos and kiwis. Australian dollar, New Zealand. Guys, it's been 2 weeks. This one should have been on your watch list. We talked about this the last 2 weeks. And actually, last week, for those who were here, okay, if you were sleeping at that time, because it's purely Australian time zone, this one, if you were awake and you saw this bearish engulfing on the Australian dollar, New Zealand, and you didn't trade it, I will be upset. Come on. That was the trade. Forget the winning. Forget because it was a winning. That was the hot setup. Okay. The market on the higher time frame was in a downtrend. On the lower time frame, the 4 hour chart, the price makes lower highs and lower lows. We wait for green candles. Here are the green candles. Here were the green candles too, but we didn't find the price action to trade, so we don't take the trade. But here, green candles with price action, absolutely we take the trade. And again, I don't show this trade just to impress you. I didn't take the trade because it was at 4 a.m. my time, so I was obviously not trading. But if you are in a time zone that you could take this trade and you saw it, definitely that would have been a good trade. Next week also, we are watching Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. Oh my God, guys, I stretched out this webinar so much, but sorry, I believe knowledge is important for you. And thanks for being here. Just a couple of minutes and we're going to wrap. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. We were expecting this market. Let's mark it with our resistance here. we were expecting this market to reach this resistance with this, it had that reversal price action, but it didn't continue to move lower. It didn't follow through. On the 4-hour time frame, the market just kept trading higher and higher and higher. Here now it made double top, and now it broke the structure. So the price makes lower highs and lower lows. So what I want to see next week is continuation of this one here. If the price breaks underneath here, because now it's at support, I will wait for greens and then find the bearish engulfing or bearish engulfing here, or this kind of upper wick candles and go short. Okay, simple. New Zealand, Canadian. Also, fundamentally, the Canadian dollar is expecting to be weakened next week. So keep that in mind. Also, New Zealand, Canadian dollar, if the price makes a lower low, it still have room to move, to be honest. But if it's going to make that formation, then I will wait to see after the price breaks this low. I will to see the green candles and then to go short with a bearish engulfing. Guys, I think that's all from me today. Questions? So, sorry if allow DG, sorry, Peter, I don't understand. Thank you, I agree. Okay, perfect. Penan, what about GJ? GJ, do you mean pound yen? Is that for GJ stands for? We analyzed that one. That's okay, Peter, perfect. Anchor's iPhone, that's a nice one. Hi, I just joined the group and I'm lost here. Please, how do I catch up and get up the speed with your lecture? Look, you can, I can guide you. Can you kindly send us a message at support and I can help you from there, because it's going to be easier to explain you, just purely not to delay everyone on the webinar here. Or you can go on the YouTube channel, to be honest, and start watching. This is live on the YouTube and you can watch it from the beginning. If you need some guidance on how to start, I can guide you through some messages from Telegram. That's fine. Jerome, on Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, how do we know if that a false breakout? Perfect question. Now, we need to see the 4-hour chart to make lower highs and lower lows. That's how we want to see. Okay. Chris, what do you think about Europe PLN? Oh my God, can you do short analysis? You're going to trade that one only on daily chart, Chris, right? I'm not here to give any financial advice or personal recommendations, but when it comes to some certain things that I want to protect the trader, I'm going to be very fair. I hope you don't take this trade Europe PLN on a short time frame, purely because of the wide spread. Okay. Okay. Are you taking trade on gold? I'm gonna wait for the market to, not right now. I'm gonna wait for the price action to occur first. Yeah. Bozidan asks, why trading is not working so well on small accounts with 350 euro deposit? Do I need to deposit more or just to be patient? Thanks. Great question. Guys, it all depends on the instrument you're going to trade and on the stop loss placement. There are certain before, for many years actually, during my trading journey, I also worked in broker firms as a dealer. Dealer is the dealing room is the place where we monitor all the accounts of that of all the clients' accounts. Therefore, I knew how the small accounts they go bust and all this stuff. Everything depends on the margin size, on the on the balance, on the equity, and on the stop loss placement. Okay, I can explain you in another webinar about this stuff. Zoom user, how to find you in YouTube. Here at Elevating, the channel we are broadcasting here, it's the channel of Elevating Forex. Okay. How long it will take to be a profitable taker? You can share your opinion. Another great question. Guys, to be a profitable trader, it all depends how well you can manage two things. First, to stick to a trading plan, and second, to repeat the first. That's going to make you a profitable trader, to stick to a trading plan. It's the most important thing. If you can stick to a process like this, to wait for a confirmation reversal on a higher time frame and execute on the lower time frame, then, and you can stick to that, really stick to that, then it's just a matter of time. But how well can you handle 5 losing trades in a row? Are you going to take the 6th one? Or I see traders, they cannot handle the first losing trade. Guys, before I sit in front of the screen to execute any trade every single day, even after 11 years of experience, the first thing I said to myself is, hey, Theo, today, the trade you're going to put on, it might be going to be a losing trade. So that's the only thing a trader battles. That's the only enemy. It's your enemy in trading is your mind, unfortunately. And that's because we are humans. Your mind tries to protect you, but a losing trade is associated with negative feelings and emotions. So that becomes the cluster in trading. Okay. So how well you're going to manage to stick to a trading plan, that's crucial. Guys, I think I have to wrap up for the webinar. Yusef said 6 months on demo account. I could like 50-50. I made 50K and lost 50K. What's your opinion? If you have a 50% winning ratio, another great question from Yusef, you must aim for 2-to-1 reward to risk. If you go for 1-to-1, it's a bit low. So 50% winning ratio, it's not going to help you survive. But it's not going to help you to make money. It's going to always be on the break even. Plus, it's going to be a little bit on minus because of the commissions and spreads and overnight fees the broker charges. So you aim always for 2-to-1, at least 1.5-to-1 from the beginning. I always encourage traders to go for 1-to-1 reward to risk, at least for the beginning. Okay, guys, I think I answered all your questions. You are very welcome, Yusef. I think I answered all the questions so far. If you are interested to see to any mentorship session with me, the offer is there. It's on the table. You can please take it. And if you feel that you don't see any value out of that, I mean, you can let me know and I will do something for you. But I think I'm so confident that it's going to help you. Again, if you don't want, absolutely fine. Come join us again next Sunday. We're going to be here with more market insights. And again, I hope to add a lot of value in your trading. I would like to thank you, everyone. Wish you all the best with your trading next week, guys. If you need anything, message us at support and ask them to send you to me, or Georg will do that, or send me a message under Theo Theodori. You want to find me on Telegram. Whatever works for you. Guys, thank you so much. You are awesome. You are great. Have a lovely afternoon, night, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you all next Sunday. Bye, everyone. Thank you.